All right. Been trying to do this video so many times. Tried it yesterday, tried today. Trying to keep it short, right? So I'm gonna show you some gameplay. This is my last Kombat League match I did, right? Now I get a lot of people comments that come in and go, well, you know, if you get opened up, you deserve to be hit. Yeah, but we're not talking about like a little bit here. We're talking about, you know, 400, 500 damage on average now. A lot of it's meterless. Here we go. So he's already started, right? So you watch, okay? You watch, like, it is so unbalanced. And I'm going to do a separate video about this because I'm actually wondering if this is on purpose. If this game is designed in such a way, right? It's what I call the Fortnite effect, right? So I'm up in the air now. Even though he started his combo on the ground, he's got me up in the air because of the nature of this move, right? He brings in his cameo once. Look how much health I've already lost. 7 hits, 200 damage. Here we go. We're up to over 300 damage in mere like second, right? He's got me up in the air again. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Calls in the cameo again. Over 400 damage now. Look at the amount of health I've lost. Now, I get told a few things. Firstly, you know, like I said, oh, if you get opened up, you should get punished. Yeah, but this isn't a punish. This is broken gameplay. You know, we don't have these problems in other fighting games. Oh, but you can do massive combos, and even in the old classic Mortal Kombat games, yes, with a pushed NPC into the corner, right? Those are the exception to the rule. This is now the rule in Mortal Kombat 1. This is the only way that you can confidently win. Now, for a game that it was pushed by all the mega shills, all the big YouTubers, all the big Twitch streamers, saying that this game has complete control for freedom, it doesn't actually. What it does is it says that the only way to win is by specifically doing it in such a way that if you do anything else, you can't win, right? Now, I go on a lot about scrapping, and basically the premise of scrapping is this, right? There we go, over 400 damage, 19 hits. Look how much health I've gotten. There's no way to break the combo, because that's my energy bar on the bottom right. And that's it, right? Not to mention, as I mentioned in a post on Steam just today, not to mention any residual damage that you've taken as well. So it's not like, you know, it's like the first hit. You'll have impact damage as well. Here we go. He's already got me again, right? I can't break the combos because I get told, oh, you shouldn't be spending any of the energy resource to break the combos, the energy bars. You need to hang on to, sorry, you can't enhance any of the moves. You need to hang on to that. Why? So we can break a combo maybe once every fight? Not round, fight, right? This game only promotes one style of play. Look at I literally, there's no point. Look at where the health started degenerating from. Look at my energy bar over there. Look at the damage up there. You can literally just put the controller down. And I get really mad at this. I get really, really angry at this because this does not promote healthy fighting game discourse, right? I come at from the perspective of, you know, is this going to be a game that people are, you know, going to be able to play long term? And the reality is, no, they're not. Except for the shills, except for the esports people. Because what's happening now is that these very same Kombat League people are going into casuals and doing the same. There is no matchmaking against skill, right? There's no matchmaking against skill levels, right? Or if you want to say in a certain bracket, and the game determines, well, you're doing all of these skilly combos, I think we need to take you out of this particular pool and stick you over here. Because over here, you just, you know, you're just walking all over them, right? So it's not good gameplay. Like, it's not good gameplay at all, right? And I'll keep saying that. Look at this. There is no way, look at my energy bar, I'm getting close. There's no way I can actually get out of this. Look at the amount of health that's been taken already. Right, here we go. It's not over yet, right? I broke the combo finally. Look how much damage it does to him. Absolutely zero. I mentioned this, that it should take at least 40% damage. People are crying about it. Why? You're doing 40% damage. If I have to wait so long for my bar to fill up in order to be able to break a combo, I think that should be fair. You're literally breaking a combo. You're doing a counter attack. Why does the counter attack do no damage? We're not talking a parry here, right? Where you might like parry them and push them away. No, we're actually talking about a counter attack here that requires 2 characters to break. I don't know if you guys realize this, but it takes 2 characters. It takes you activating your cameo. It's not just you doing it and having your cameo in the background so you can activate an ability immediately after. You literally, like, the combo break is, that's it. It requires both entities to do. Right? Now, I did a jump kick, right? He blocked it, immediately retaliated. But it's not just like a little combo. Right, here we go. Okay? So, what am I supposed to do? How is it that the aggressive side in this exchange can brain dead just do that stuff, right? And then I saw a comment on the Steam forum going, oh, they need to nerf throws. Yeah, let's nerf one of the few things that some of us are able to use to counter getting around this horrifically broken gameplay, right? Like, it's horrific, right? And I've got more to show you. Because as soon as your feet leave the ground, that's it. There's nothing you can do. There's no parry. There's no combo breaker if you don't have it. There's absolutely nothing that you can do to counter being held in the air and being juggled around, you know, like, you know... Like, it's not fun gameplay. Now, you want to have your big combos in there, fine. But there need to be some checks and balances here. Right? There need to be some checks and balances. The only way for people to learn how to win is 2 ways. You either systemically have to lose so much more than win in order to just simply read the combos. Right? Whereas on their side, they don't even need to worry about it. They just sit there and just spam it, right? So it's all on the onus of the defensive side to figure out everything else. And then the other way is naturally just copying what they're doing. But to me, that's not satisfying. Because we're not seeing different variations in combos here. You know, we're not seeing like people who live their life like going, oh, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, right? No, we're seeing the same strings with the same characters and the same cameos attached because that's all they can do. It's all they want to do in order to win. Right? I can load up Street Fighter 6 or Tekken. I was playing Street Fighter 6 a couple of days ago. I was playing Tekken 7 a bit yesterday. Had a ball. Right? It doesn't matter if I win or lose. It feels like I'm being bested not by a broken system, but by simply a better player. And they have combos in that game. They can pin you against the wall and hit you and stuff, but you don't actually stick in the corner, right? There's many ways around getting around the systems that they have in place for Tekken. Because the Japanese understand that if you're going to make a fighting game, just like real life martial arts, you don't get taught one side of the equation. You have to get taught how to defend yourself, more importantly than how to attack. Right? Because martial arts, by and large, is self-defense, not self-attack. Right? You have to learn what to do in order to defend yourself to either counterattack or whatever. Right? So, it's a very broken system. See, I'm blocking. See, I was blocking, thinking I'm blocking it, right? But this is the problem, is that now, it's like, oh, that's right, because now, so he's going to pull in Cyrax, which means that you've got to block those attacks If you take your finger off block, you get hit by Cyrax. If you don't take your finger off block, this little bald prick here, not me, Baraka, will then hit you with a low, which then opens you up anyway. This is Ed Boon's obsession in its most degenerate state with Tekken, right? Tekken and Virtua Fighter Soul Calibur, they were built on these systems from the ground up, and they worked in systems from the ground up to combat it, right? Like in Soul Calibur, where you can, anyone, there's no meter attached, whatever. If somebody attacks with their weapon, you can actually counter it. It doesn't matter who you are, you can counter it. But they can also counter it too. All of these shills out there who are so defensive of losing their combo ability, well, you get the same tools too, bro. It's not just like, oh, I get the tools and you don't, right? You get them too. But this game is not designed, it is not designed, right, for people that do not want to play the way that all the big shill combo channels are pushing, right? Because for some weird reason, NetherRealm lost their way and they forgot what Mortal Kombat was. Mortal Kombat isn't just about fighting. It's about the story. It's about the aesthetic. It's about the content and the minigames and the general feel of the product. We're sort of like, we're a quarter of the way there with this. We've got great looking characters. I do like the special moves. Great character design. The fatalities are toned down. But after that, it starts to go downhill real fast. The cameo system absolutely broke this game. Like the assist system, right? They wanted to create their little, you know, little sort of like Marvel versus type mode, and they've done it, but it's broken. And probably even in that game, it's probably more fair than this, right? Because there is no good matchmaking here to keep high-level players out of low-level. Low-level players are getting online and getting absolutely destroyed. Look at this stuff, right? I'm stuck in the corner. Now, granted, I can combo break, but what's the point? I'd much rather hang on to the 3 bars and try and use it for extra damage. What is the point in breaking the combo when they've got you pinned in the corner? Okay. Oh, you could come back from it. Yeah, I've beaten people from coming back from being low, sure. But I've been playing fighting games a long time. Not every other person has done that. And when they get online and they start experiencing this stuff, there is no easy or easing in way. NetherRealm games, it's not the fact that there's somehow this intricately complicated, you know, university course that, you know, oh, only plebs play Street Fighter, but, you know, you want high tier, you got to play Mortal Kombat. No, this is brain dead. That's why people are attracted to this online play of style, because it's brain dead. Because it doesn't take much up here in order to execute. But it takes everything to get around it because the damage output is out of control. The cameos soft reset your combos anyway because then you don't have maximum damage. I haven't seen a single online player do maximum damage. And yet, we are literally losing over half of our health. You go back to the Mortal Kombat days, like in the early days, dude, it was unheard of, right? Singular attacks actually did more damage than the combo attacks, right? Because as you start doing the combo, they will become degenerative. They will do less and less and less and less and less damage over time. And I mean fast. Not like, oh, you're doing an extra 0.4% now after 20 hits, right? Like, it is just a joke. Not to mention the fact that, like, you know, armor wake-ups and all that sort of stuff is crap because some of these characters can do 2 hits and 2 hits breaks the armor, so what's the point? You know, like, they just literally just pin you in the corner and just chip, 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 and then eventually you think, okay, I'm going to try and get out of it, and then I'm going to try and poke a hole through their attack, and then whatever, right? This isn't about nerfing a specific character or a specific cameo. We need a 1v1 mode, and they need to nerf the entire damage output across the board by at least half. And I know people are going to cry about that and go, oh my god, how dare you suggest such a thing? Why? because your cheap-ass way of beating people suddenly might require you to think, to actually go outside the box and figure out, okay, if he's taken away this set of tools that I use, how else am I going to beat this person? There's a whole plethora of moves in this game that don't get utilized because they are locked, right? This is a great one too. They are locked to, oh, you got to only use this specific combo, this specific move, and these specific special moves, and that's it. I barely see 3/4 of the roster when I fight online, right? Because just like all NRS games after MK9, this is what they've done. Now, yes, I played MK9. I was trying to check my stats on PS3, but the online servers don't work. I can check on PC, but I never played nowhere near as many matches on PC. Not even close, because I came to it late, right? So, but I had about, I think I had, because me and my friend Jerry used to play all the time, I had well over 2,000, maybe 2,500 wins by the end of it. And we're talking years, like it took years, right? And it was awesome, you know, and there were some frustrating moments. You had some Kung Laos, some Liu Kangs at times, but ultimately, you know, it was nowhere near like this. Not even close, right? Because they were the exception to the rule. This is the rule. The exception now is trying to get around it. Now, General Shao did his enhanced knee, which then puts you into the ground. But what you don't realize is that you are now, even though I was holding block the entire time, you are now still in a stun state. So he hits you with this. So look at the damage already that he's done. He's already done 200 damage. He's grab, over 300. And that's it. Look at the amount of health that's come out. Oh, but you got opened up, bro. Nah, that's a poor excuse. And I know it'll come back. You people will experience this yourself. Eventually, you're going to come across it where you can't beat this system. And then you'll be on the forums or somewhere crying about it. And this is the unfortunate thing with me, is that I do seem to have this ability to see down the road of where things are going. Right? I could see it even before the game came out. Same janky combat system, same stick in the mud style feel to certain things, right? It's not as bad as MK11, but because we have lost 95% of defensive measures that we had in MK11, and this is an argument I see a lot of people say. They go, oh, people complain there were no combos in MK11. Yes, there were. There were tons of combos. I could load up the move list right now and show you the list of combos that are available. What they're saying is that there is no 50% damage combos that they want to cheap. These people don't like people being able to fight back. They essentially want you to be the NPC dummy. Why do you think these people sit in the lab all the time? Right? Why do you think these combos feel like they're on autopilot? Right? I should have grabbed him then, by the way. Like, I don't know what's going on with Reiko's Fatal Blow at the moment. I don't know if it's a Wi-Fi thing or not, right? There's other things too I'd like to see come in. Not just the fact that I think we should be able to reject a fight in Combat League as soon as we see who they choose. I'm sorry, but in a tournament, in a real world tournament, okay, people choose their character, then they can back out if they want and choose someone else. Right? That's what they do. Yet in online, they lock you in. They lock you in before you even know. So, like, they lock you in, even if it's against someone you've just recently lost against. Someone that does this sort of crap. Right? And then you get paired with them again, and you're like, oh my god, really? Really? See, here you go, he's done it again, right? So, It is really bad. But don't worry. You'll come across it. And you'll have my sympathy for 3 seconds. But don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't warn you that this would happen to you as well. Because it will. Right? It's just a matter of time. So yeah, I think we should absolutely be able to reject a fight when we see who they choose, even in Combat League, and go, nah, I'm out, man. I'm not dealing with this crap. Because you know what that does? It forces people to go, okay, choose someone else. Because they are obviously utilizing broken systems with broken characters. And the cameo system is just the worst. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. I've got another video I'll do up for later today. Because I'm really interested in this theory I have. So, anyway, guys, catch you next time.